Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here. Welcome to WTF Live. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good night. People in chat already? Right on. I say a lot, but no, I don't know. A handful. Big Rob, Justin, Cam, Brad, good to see you. Glad you guys are here. We have no plan tonight. Anybody wants to jump on, feel free. Justin, you want to come on? I will post. Matter of fact, right now, I'll put up my email. Anybody wants to come on, email me and, email me your email address and I'll send you a link and you can come on and we'll hang out and just kick it for a while. There are a lot of good shows on tonight. I know Sawdustt Beast had Cam Buckner on and Venomous Fringe had a good show and Paranormal Portal. There were some good shows. I couldn't keep up with them all. I was like, shit, I hope they all end soon. I don't want to go on late again. That's cool. So let me pull comments back up. Yeah, Brad, if you want to come on, I know you just said be right back. So if you're still there, if you hear me, anybody, just, feel free. I got to keep I turn the volume off on my phone? I got to pull up the chat. Felix, welcome. Hey, Pappy, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Duke, welcome. Hey, bud, thank you again for the other night. It's funny because I usually don't pay attention to numbers and shit like that because I'm just here to have fun and let you guys have some fun and tell your stories. And, you know what I do. However, like a week ago, I had Carrie popped on and we were on for like 2.5 hours. And I think that show's only got like under 250 views. Your show, however, Duke, I think it's about 48 hours now. It's got almost 1,000 views. Thank you, man. Really, that's to you guys, 1,000 views to some of you is like, nothing, but to me, it's huge. So, thanks, man. And a lot of subscribers too. That was awesome. I earn my subscribers and I have like the best around and everybody says that, or they have the best mods or whatever, but you guys are awesome. You guys are loyal and I really appreciate it. I don't see anything coming up in my mail yet. So again, anybody wants to pop on tonight, feel free. Again, just email me your email address. Let's check chat. Hey, Nelson. Hi, Bomber. All right. I heard something go off. Yeah, if I get a what do you call it? If I get a text for an email or anything, I'll be distracted. And to JT, last week when Duke was on the other day, you left a comment saying I was not paying attention to Duke, and you were right. I got distracted by something in chat, and he was like all pissed off. You check the comments, you'll see it. And I said, you're right, dude. I was distracted. Sometimes you can't always keep up or pay as much attention as you want, because shit pops up. And he got back to me. He said, yeah, you're right. My brother, my brother pisses me off when he does it to me. But then again, I'd probably do it more than I think. And he still subbed to me. So that was really cool. JT, right on, man. Chopper, how's it going, man? Welcome. Glad you're here. Let's see. Again, anybody wants to pop on tonight, email me your email address and I'll send you a link. Nothing yet. We actually just had a storm come through. Wasn't a lot of rain, but anything's better than nothing. I mean, we've been just parched, storms go around us and we really need some water. Our monsoon season is just like shit. It hasn't happened yet. Hi, D. Sorry, I'm cursing away. Jeez, forgive me. SoCal. Glad you're here. Decisions. You know, I was about to make somebody a moderator, but that would be cruel. Because seems I've lost one of my moderators. Mike Kirkpatrick's not around. He'll be popping up. He's probably watching, dude. If you're watching, I'm glad you're here. But I feel you, man, and I get you. But don't be a stranger. All right. I love you, Mike. Chick Feed, welcome. Yeah, so anyway, hopefully this week coming up, I'll be able to get up into the up on the rim, the Mogollon Rim with my roommate. We're gonna do some camping, fishing, squatching, whatever. He's been doing it for 10 years, so you know, I'll go in with my knowledge and whatever he knows and see what happens. At least, you know, have a good time and get some decent footage up there. It's such beautiful, you know, scenery up there. My pleasure, Chick. Yeah, again, I'm going to be getting out into the woods more as soon as I get a vehicle, you know, because that helps. What's good in having a license, which I don't have in my possession yet, but September 10th, I will have the license in my possession. Yes, I'm getting my license back. Thank God. Next is a vehicle, and then, you know, sky's the limit. I plan to get out and do some research or just hiking or whatever you want to call it. You know, it'll be hiking with my head on a swivel, I'm sure. So yeah, again, anybody wants to pop on, email me at that address. Send me your email address and I will send you a link. Nothing so far. You guys are going to leave me hanging, aren't you? No, you guys haven't left me hanging yet, so it's just a matter of time. Was it Bomber? Was it Brad that wanted to come on? And he's having issues? I saw you say somebody Skype him. Maybe it wasn't me. I don't know. So yeah, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe for the guys who haven't subscribed already. Anybody watching that's new, you know, hit that subscribe button. I think we have a pretty good time here. Some decent guests. Yeah, for what it is, I think it's a good time. We can kick back and relax and just enjoy each other's company. Brad is a busy bee tonight. Yeah, Rob, it's all over the screen, by the way. Right here. Right there. Oh, wrong way. But thanks, dude. Good looking out. Why, was Brad on any other shows tonight, or is he just Mr. Popular? You guys got any questions? Might as well throw them out there. Not that I have any decent answers for them, but, you know, what the hell. Sorry, guys. It's too hot in here. Yeah, D, get in touch. Anybody's welcome, you know, and anybody. Let's see, Brad, what did you say? Hold on. No worries, Brad. Next time. Yeah, Chopper, you know, thank you very much for subbing today. Yeah, Mike has some good stories. Mike's a great guy. You know, I hope he's listening. he got a little overwhelmed with the whole YouTube thing, and I think a little disillusioned. But he's all right. Mike will be fine. He got in touch with me yesterday or today, and just give me a heads up. He's doing good. He's in the background, hopefully watching. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I need a moderator or two. Any volunteers? I'm only taking one or two, so. Yeah, he's safe, dude. Mike's doing all right. Squatch, good day. Welcome. Yeah, I didn't think so. D. Crap. Who else is in here? I'm missing somebody. I know it. Mark, Sawdustt Beast, welcome. I liked your show tonight. That was really good. I didn't realize you guys were so, friendly and had a history with Cam. That's great, man. It was really. I didn't watch the whole show. I had some other stuff to do. But yeah, that was cool that you guys, you've been out with him you guys have known him for now 4 years. That's great. Good show. Good show. I'm a big fan of Cam. He's on my list. Hopefully I'll get him on. There's a few narrators out there that I would love to get on. Because I'm fascinated by all these stories, and somebody that can tell a good story, and I appreciate that. Even Carrie does a great job on Shudder. What's Leslie from Cryptids Canada? I've been in touch with her. I'd like to get her on. We kind of lost touch for a minute, but now that I'm doing live shows, I'll just hopefully get her to come on. Yeah, there's some great narrators out there. So how you doing, Belle? Keeping everybody in check? All 30 of them? Come on, guys. Don't leave me hanging. Sounds like I'm begging. It's sad. Anybody wants to come on, send me your email address and I'll send you a link. Otherwise, I'm just going to start sending links at random. Forcing people to come on. Yeah, Justin, I agree with you, dude. Where are you? Here it is. I like stories, but if I'm gonna watch something with footage, you'll get it's two different genres. You got the video where you have the story, and usually, narrators, you don't see the actual footage. You know what I'm trying to say. I love seeing good footage, not that there's a shit ton of it out there, but there is some good footage out there. All right, back to this. Guess what, D? D, type something. Anytime. So D Swiger, I just made you a moderator if you haven't realized it yet. Ha, you dropped the email now. Oh, that's funny. All right, where the hell did that one go? Let's get this off of here. Yeah, the email's on screen below my face. Again, you want to come on, just bullshit. That's what we're here for. You have a story to tell, feel free to share it. It's weird, you know. I see the comments here on my screen, but they're different in on YouTube. Oh, wait. Oh, right on. I'm going to be distracted for a minute, guys. I have a potential guest. I'm just going to have to send out the invite. And Stacy, you can forgive me because it's one of those, what do you call it? Androgynous names where you could be a guy, could be a girl. So we'll find out in a minute. Hang on with me, guys. I just gotta poke and hope, you know, when I type. It's really sad watching me type. All right. Oh. Gotta make sure. Let's try that. Damn it. All right, guys, that might take a couple minute or two for that link to come through and then get back to me. I don't know why I'm still on this page. I can't see anything. There you are. Sorry. So yeah, I do get distracted. I can't do 10 things at once when, you know. D, thanks for posting that. Let's see what happens. I got somebody who wants to come on. Stacy. Like I said, it's one of those names. Could be a guy, could be a girl. We'll find out together. Although it's somebody I've never seen this person in chat before, so they're new. Hopefully, you know, we're gonna make a new friend tonight. Mark, thanks for that. Yeah. Hit that like button. Be awesome. Again, I don't know if Duke's still in here. Thank you again, man. That was awesome the other night. The email address wasn't, unless I copied it wrong, but let me check again. Oops. My bad. It's amazing how you got to be precise with these damn email addresses. Leave one little number out. Let's try again. Yeah, I think we got it this time. Sorry for the wait, guys. The delay. I only half know what the hell I'm doing. The other half is clueless. right, what was it? Someone random. Why not, dude? Why not? You know, I can pop them off just as quickly as popping them on if something goes awry. Not worried about it. Something to talk about tomorrow. Yeah, it's a risk, but so what? Hi, Sandy. Welcome. So, D, you look good in blue. Hope you don't mind. If you don't want it, just let me know. I give it, I can take it away. All right, we should be getting somebody popping on here any minute. Sing, huh? Yeah, not tonight. You know, it sucks because it's been a while. I used to sing all the time. I was a karaoke whore, and you know, I moved to Nashville and did some singing down there, but never followed through and had a good time. But you know what? It's been like it's over a year since I've actually got out and sang, and I really miss it. Cam, no, I haven't. Not yet. Cam wants to know if I've ever had a Sasquatch encounter. No, but now that I know, it's funny how it's changed. You know, me going into the woods now, knowing what I know, and or believing what I know. You know what I mean. With the information I have now, I look at the woods totally different. You know, I mean, even right here in town, I fish on the Verde River, and just walking from the street to my fishing spot, you know, or anywhere in there, I'm looking around more. So yeah, but you know what, dude, I'm willing. Some people say be careful what you wish for. I'm not wishing for it, but I know that I'll be ready if it happens, you know. So one of these days, maybe. So now we need a call-in number, huh? Yeah, you're probably right, D. I'll have to look into that. Maybe going through Skype or something, because I'm not giving out my my only cell phone number. I've had that number for like probably 8 or 9 years. But yeah, I'll look into that. I have a Skype account. I'll see about doing that if people can't. Because I think that's what Brent does on the portal is he sends his phone calls through Skype. I don't know if you need another system for that, or I can do it on the phone. I don't know. You know what, D? I'm sure no one is ready for it, but I think that it's not that I think I know that if I have more information or I'm more aware, it's in my paradigm now than say 3 years ago. It wasn't. So things have changed for me in 3 years, and I look at things differently, and I believe in things a little differently that I didn't 3 years ago. So I'm not going to look and go, "Oh, is that a bear?" I mean, I'm going to be like, "Is that a Squatch?" Ah, shit, it's a bear. Damn bears. Fuck. You know what I mean? um, Matt Niffen, good day. How are you, mate? How's things down under? Winter going good? Just when I thought I turned off all my phones. Off. Yeah, it's funny. I have like 3 devices going here at once. So Bomber, you don't like going into the woods anymore after that show? You know what? I wouldn't let it influence you, anything like that from going into the woods. It's a story, stories aren't going to keep me out of the woods. If anything, I'm going to go into the woods more. So Bomber, keep going into the woods. Yeah. Imagine that, dude. What's up, Cashew? No. Actually, I'm single. No hurry for that. Anyway, so I don't know, guys. I sent out that link. This person's not getting back to me. It's all right. So what do you guys want to talk about? What questions do you have? Come on. I'm going to get lost in chat here. New comments. Let's see. Well, you know what, Bomber? I don't blame you for being hesitant to camp alone. I wouldn't do it. Well, can't say I wouldn't. I have. But that was then. This is now. You know what, Rob? I don't know if I can do that. Put the link in the chat. I know. Let me see. I know Carrie did this the other day. I can do it. Hold on. Guys, this might take a minute or two, but I'm gonna put the link in chat. It's maybe a mistake, but we'll find out together. Where the fuck am I? All right, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor, my mods. I'm going to post this in chat, but if you guys can keep perpetuating it until I can type it out, I'll get it on the screen. I can't see shit. It's a good idea, Rob. Thanks, man. Putting it up on the screen. Hopefully it works. You guys can keep yourself occupied, can't you? I'm kidding. Almost there. All right, guys, it's coming up. Here's the StreamYard link. So if you guys want to pop on, click on the link, and we'll do it that way. And Rob, thanks, brother. That's a great idea. See how that goes. Yeah, and that fishing spot I was talking about, I know I've mentioned in the past, right here in town, we have a Dead Horse Ranch State Park. Yeah, I know it's a weird name, and we have the Verde River that goes right through it. And back in 2006, the BFRO got a report from right there where I fish. It wasn't visual; it was an audio. Somebody reported, the screams or whatever they heard. So yeah, and I keep saying it, that river, we're in high desert, and that river is like an oasis. The riparian area that is there. It's, I'm not sure. I think it's a 100-mile river. I think once I said 200, but I think I was wrong. Matt, they are cheap to feed. Hey, D, hold on. I got to get my phones in. I see like half your face. Hi, D.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm groovy.
Awesome. So what's on your mind?
Uh-oh. Do you really want to know?
Wrong question, huh?
You really want to know all that, but I could tell a story. I could sing too.
Oh, really?
You want to sing some karaoke?
Hold on a second. Karaoke, huh? Oh, it's been a while. And you know what? I used to love singing. I do love singing. I just haven't done it in so long.
I'm a karaoke royalty. If I go in there, I'm going to be royalty in a minute.
That's awesome. I used to run karaoke probably 4 nights a week back east, and then a day job. I miss it. It's. And the other thing is, I quit drinking, and so I don't hang out in bars. And where do you find karaoke but in bars? And it's not that
Yeah, that's a kind of a shame, isn't it? I mean, we almost need some other way to access that, but I don't know what it would be.
It's not that the alcohol bothers me. I have no desire to drink. It's the people drinking the alcohol that after you sober up, you're like, oh crap.
Oh yeah.
That was me once.
It's like looking out on the pouring rain. I used to feel so uninspired. I'll sing some Aretha Franklin. How's that?
Right on.
When Carrie, I knew I had to face another day. Actually, I have a lot of stories, of course, because you know what? I don't think any of us really, maybe some of us do, but most of us who do this kind of work, we don't really come in and go, think I'll go be an investigator, or think I'll go be a shaman, or think I'll go be, go kick demon ass, or, we usually are trying to solve a problem. That's usually what's happening is, so the ones who are coming in and doing it and saying, I'm just curious, it's a little different for those of us who are in this because we had problems to solve for either ourselves or others. And it's almost like, well, like it says, I got a picture of me that's like, with this expression saying the shaman life chose me. Like the thug life choose. It's like that. It's almost like I had no intention. I'm not sitting there going, I think I'll go be a shaman today.
Yeah, no, I do believe stuff like that does choose you. It's and it's I really admire that. That what you do. As far as the spirituality involved and the commitment and, you know, a commitment of faith. And it's just, and, you know, are you sensitive psychically? Yeah. See, and
Oh yeah.
I have things going on, don't know anything about it, but I've experienced some things, and I really have a lot of respect for anybody like in your position with a psychic ability. I mean, some people might think they're cursed with it or whatever, but I think everybody
It
has a
feels
gift
that
and they
way
should harness
sometimes.
it. Should harness it. And
These are really hard times to be, for instance, empathic.
oh no, thank you. I don't want that one.
It's hard. This is like, I mean, people are in deathly fear,
Yeah, they are.
and just, you know, it's like sometimes I walk out and I'm just like, I don't really want to. Self-isolation, yeah, sounds like a good idea. You know, it's like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
especially in that position. That's I know a few empaths, and I don't envy them right now at all.
No, and a lot of us are, and really a lot of us that probably are going to be in this chat are going to be that way too. And some people are, and they don't even know it, and they don't know why they feel so gloomy all of a sudden, you know.
Sure.
And I have heard people, I can kind of, I have a little bit of telepathy. I can remote view, and I can kind of send a part of myself out and affect things when I get there. And that's usually how I do my work, because I don't drive even. So
That's awesome though. That's really I've done a little
yeah,
or experienced telepathy.
a little bit of telepathy.
And yeah, you know, just something that's just been happening all my life with being in someone's presence, talking to someone, and or being next to someone, either driving in the car or just standing next to them, and you know, have a thought pop into my head, and then they'll verbally say that thought, the exact thought. And for years, I didn't know what the hell it was, and I think I finally figured out that I'm picking up on that thought. You know, that's all I could figure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's weird because you probably know more than you think you know. I think we all do have, to some extent, some telepathy and just don't realize it, and some empathy and just don't realize it. And, but one of the things that really reminded me was one day I'm like walking around going, why do I want liver? Why do I want, I got this taste for liver, but I don't really want liver. I don't really want to cook liver. I don't mind. I like liver when it's cooked right, but I'm trying to figure it out. And then the cat is looking up at me and looking at her liver flavored food. And I'm like, oh. And I get this,
That's crazy.
she was like, yeah, Mom, that's, why didn't you get that sooner?
Yeah, I have two dogs, and they just bark at me for something. They don't
Yeah.
send it telepathy. I mean, it's funny because I have a German Shepherd and then I have a smaller little mutt. She's kind of a Jack Russell mix or whatever she is. And when she wants something, she'll just bark, 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 bark. And the Shepherd doesn't say a thing because she knows that she's going to benefit too. So she just sits back, shuts up, and lets the little one do the work. Okay, here's your cookie. Shut the hell up. But I thought about that the other day. It's funny that you mentioned that because I was sitting on a couch. My Shepherd had her head on my lap. And in my mind, I was trying to think to her, like, what are you thinking? You know, like just messing around with it, you know, because you never know. You know, I don't know if you know, you
and your dog isn't going to tell anybody that you're crazy, right?
Nope.
They'll keep your secrets for you.
Yeah, they will.
So will your cat. Yeah, my little cat kept lots of secrets for me, let me tell you.
So if anybody in chat has questions for Dee or myself, feel free, send them. I kind of missed.
I can't read them right now because I'm in a different room, so I can't
No
see both
worries.
of
No worries.
So
So apparently Carrie says I have telepathy myself. Right on.
let me see. Carrie, come on. No, it's a family show, right?
That's perfect.
I'm kidding. Yeah, Carrie,
That's
I
great.
tell you, it's funny. I love it though when people try to test you because it's so most of the time it's so hit and miss. It's like I knew somebody who was a real good sender. It's almost like some people are really good broadcasters too, and some people are good receivers, and some people are both.
I think I'm a receiver, and I had a friend who was a really good broadcaster, and that's like it was weird the experiences we had.
I bet.
Yeah, she'd send a message, I'd pick it up, or an image. It wouldn't, you know. It's funny how it would come through sometimes in words or in letters or in pictures but it happened, and it hasn't happened like that since because we're not really friends anymore. But it's all good. But I know it's there, you know. So it's kind of some of that kind of led me to doing the show as well as learning about this, talking to people like you or Gemini or Deborah Varner, and you know, really trying to understand this, or even just find exercises on how to hone it or just wake it up, you know.
Well, now that I have a PC again, it was really terribly hard to get anything accomplished. And I really apologize for people. I said I was going to make some videos to help, but it's really hard to do without a PC. It was really hard to do with just a phone. I mean, phones are so small, all the buttons are so tiny, and you know, and tablets don't let you do everything. So it was just really hard to get any video out. And I finally have a PC again, so I can finally start to get some work done again. And I will get some things out to help people as soon as I can. Now my internet's gone out, and all I've got is my phone.
Oh, geez.
So I'm like, now that I have a PC, but I don't have the internet until Saturday, then they're going to fix it. So, but meanwhile, I am going to do some videos to help people hone that if they want.
We're gonna share the screen a little bit more. Let me set this up so it's not so. There we go.
Hey, Sawdustt, how you doing?
It's Mark,
Hey.
right?
Yes.
What's
I'm
up,
doing
buddy?
Good. What's going on?
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I enjoyed your show tonight, man. It was I enjoyed seeing Cam. Great show.
Well, thank you. Cam's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
And if you enjoy Dixie Cryptid, then what you hear on that show is who you see in real life. And he's just a guy that I enjoy going over to his house and sitting around with his family. He's a real family man. And
Well, he's a friend, and that's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that you guys had known each other for so long, like 4 years.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really funny because he kind of touched on it a little bit about when we first met him, and the way that me and Larry research is we kind of go off in the woods and separate and set up our surveillance, and it just kind of blew his mind that most of the people that came to that camp out that Bear put together, they wanted to be in the safety of their vehicles, and they just could not believe that we were going to get into these human burritos, these hammocks,
sure,
and sleep all night, you know. But that's kind of our the way that we go about our research is that we want to take the human factor out of it. And so we will go off into the woods and hike 2 or 3 miles in and carry everything that we need for 3 or 4 days on our backs, and pretty much at night let the boogers come to us, and then we go out during the day looking for signs. I spend a lot of time studying the topo maps, and I figured that's because these national forests, they're just huge, and so you have to narrow down where these corridors might be, and so that's one thing that we do on our Facebook page or the YouTube channel is to we don't hold any aces. We don't keep them hid. We share everything that we learn, because there's seems like there's so much jealousy and envy with these groups, and I think it's just important that you share what you learn out there.
I think the same way. I mean, what's the sense in having information if you're not going to share it?
Yeah,
it's useless. It means nothing.
Yeah,
except to you. Unless you share it, then it becomes useful information.
Yeah,
and
information is power.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you have to learn how to roll with the punches, because you can sit there and plan and plan and plan. Mm-hmm. And that's one reason why I wanted to be a part of the Bigfoot Odyssey and go out with Carrie on that Florida outing.
Sure.
And, I mean, we weren't even on the road an hour, and Florida shut down everything. And so, it was just important to try to stay upbeat and to learn to roll with those punches. And okay, let's try this place here.
Sure.
And
well, it's improvising. Making the best of the situation. Absolutely. I don't know if you heard, but like I had Carrie on a week ago. He came on.
Yeah.
He just it was one of these pop on. And I told him next if he's going to Florida, if you're actually going to do it in the fall or whenever you're going to do it in the spring, I told him I'd do it. I'd go, and he was like, absolutely. So see what happens. I'm not afraid of that. I might shit myself, during the fact, but I'm willing to go and check that out and do that, and that's not going to keep me out of the woods.
Yeah.
With the belief isn't the knowing that might change things a little bit, but
I'm more afraid of humans and hogs, way more than
hell yeah,
Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of things that can happen just with humans alone without any cryptids involved.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's it's good to go in a group. I think it's really good to go in a group because of missing 411. I mean, we've already heard that people go missing in parks a lot, and trying to stay together and stuff is important. But hey, a lot of people go missing. You got to think about that. We don't know what it is. We're not going to say, okay, fine, even if we don't know what it is. Still a good idea to be with somebody.
David kind of connected those dots and said one thing was that a lot of these people that went missing was wearing red. So we've started wearing red.
Red hammocks, red tents.
Yeah. Come get us.
I don't know if I really can. Oh no, I'm wearing red. Whoa!
I'm wearing red all the time. Jeez.
Oh no. Well, no.
Red and black.
We're going to tie a rope around you when you go out, boy.
We've had a lot of things happen to us.
You'll enjoy it.
I've been bluff charged, things at camp, and but it's almost like they work up this adrenaline, but they will not show themselves. They'll work themselves up and they'll come at you, and then they just stop. at the edge of the wood line or stop where you can't see them. And so,
and you have seen them?
The only time that I have seen one is, do you know who Brenda Harris is?
It's really familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that name.
She lives in New Mexico, and she's Navajo, and she asked for me to come out there.
I do know who she is. Yeah.
Yeah. And she asked for me to come out there and speak at one of her conferences.
Nice.
And it was really funny. I don't mean to ramble, but it was really funny. All these people, were at her conference, and she told me, she says, "Mark, don't tell nobody, but I'm going to take you up on the mountain and later on tonight." And so she took me up on the mountain where she's had several encounters, and aggressive encounters.
And she still goes back.
And she still goes back.
Good for her.
And I was able to see one through a FLIR. But I have not had a daytime sighting. And
eyes on. Yeah.
So that's what motivates me.
Absolutely. I don't blame you. It's like I'm fascinated by it. I've said it 1,000 times. My experiences are paranormal, so I know that exists. I'm nowhere in that category. So next, and I'm fascinated with the whole Bigfoot thing. So here we are.
Yeah.
and soon I will be out in the woods, doing a little more looking around, not necessarily research. I'm not a researcher. Although I guess if anybody goes in the woods and, with any of this knowledge becomes a researcher in some way or another, inadvertently.
Yeah, I really don't consider myself a researcher. My buddy, Dan Ricky, says, he's a searcher. And that's what I am.
There you go.
I'm out there searching. And I love helping people learn. I have taken so many people out on their first time. And that's one thing that I like to do. The biggest thing that you have to get over is your nerves. And especially if activity starts ramping up and you've prey runs, and I don't want to be prey. So you have to know when to circle the wagons.
Little testicular fortitude. Sorry, D.
Yeah. And, if you have to back out, you back out, but you back out slowly and you back out together. But I'm going to tell you, if somebody goes to break off and run, I'm going to tackle them because they're really putting everybody in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know until I listened to the programs and heard people talk about their encounters. Here, I've been around Sasquatch all the time. I've seen their structures. I had pebbles thrown in my path trying to figure out what the heck was doing it. And I mean, when there's trees around, I figure it's a squirrel. But then out in the open, I'm like, what in the heck is that? And if I hadn't seen these programs, I wouldn't know that it was probably a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know. I've been around them all my life.
You have to have thumbs
stuff like that
to throw something.
Yeah.
Because, and basically one time that I remember very clear, I always wondered what it was because I couldn't see anything. But then again, you can't see them always. I mean, they don't let you see them. But I was on a path and it was perfectly clear path. And it was in the Cuyahoga Valley. And I guess this is a hot spot right down here. And I was walking along a path and I saw these weird structures and I'm thinking, wonder who did that? I can't figure out who would have done that. And break trees off like half. I thought, was there a really bad storm around or what? Wait a minute, the roots are up in the air. What's going on here? And then I get pebbles thrown in the path and I'm like, I stopped. I'm like, what's up? I didn't see anywhere they could be coming from. And then I tried to walk a few more steps and more pebbles in my path. I'm like, okay, am I in somebody's front yard? I said
Yeah,
that out
living
loud. I said,
room.
am I in somebody's front yard? Do you want me out of here? And then from way up in the distance, I heard this yowl, this kind of growl yowl. I'd never heard anything like it. I'm like, and it was good that it wasn't any closer because that would have been an underwear scraper right there. But I heard that and I'm like, yeah, I'm in somebody's front yard and I hope they're not hungry. So I said, don't worry, guys. I'm out of here. And I did. I turned around, but I speed walked. I didn't run, but I did walk with very purposeful strides and kind of fast.
Yeah.
Because I know better than to run. Running is absolutely the wrong thing to do. I probably shouldn't have turned around either, but I had a feeling, whatever it is, just wanted me out of there, and that was the feeling I got. Maybe that was telepathy. I don't know.
Well,
I just got this feeling. Yeah, you're in the wrong place. Okay.
Hey,
I'm
real-
sure there are boogers out there that are rogue, but this is just my opinion. But I feel like that humans are not on the menu. And I think that if we were, then you just look at deer season. How many deer hunters were just come up missing every
No kidding.
November and December? And
Yeah,
I believe these animals are intelligent enough to know if they were to take a human out, that humans are going to come in there.
yeah, they're going to show up in force.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
After having mind spoken with them, I'll tell the mind speak story sometime. But after having that encounter, I'd have to say they have some kind of intelligence. A little different from ours, but some kind of intelligence. Okay. And I think I've probably heard them, and maybe it is because I'm a good receiver, because I can receive things. Maybe it's easier if you're a good receiver or broadcaster to mind speak with them. But I've heard things out in the woods, not knowing what it was exactly, and it's like somebody's talking to me, And but in very simple terms, and it's not words always. It's usually more pictures and memories and when I become aware that that wasn't really my thought, I think quite often it probably was a Sasquatch or something. And one of the things that I was told was, because I said I felt safe in the woods, and they said, you have always been safe in the woods. You've always been safe in the woods. Nobody has any problem with you here. So, but there was this one time that I felt unsafe in the woods. And when that happens, I got to listen to it, because if you've got that ability, you better listen, because every time you don't, you're going to get busted.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's there for. I mean, they're not giving us, they're not sending us out. I mean, we're not getting sent out without the defenses. I mean, we do have that as a defense anyway.
So that one time that you didn't feel safe in the woods, what was different compared to the other, experiences? Was there anything that stuck out? Like, it was just, what caused the fear?
Well, it was actually just recently, and I was kind of saving it to just go into the whole thing on your show at some point.
Oh,
but it's I don't want to take up the whole thing, it's like, but
we have time.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just do it right now then, without a net.
Don't need a net.
Okay, okay. Well, Annette, go away then. Get out of here, Annette. Okay. I had gone out, and every time I go, I love nature, and I can talk to the nature spirits. And I mean, I'll look up at the clouds, and I can hear the clouds. You know what? Clouds have some kind of consciousness too. Now that sounds crazy. How can that be? I don't know how that can
They're
be.
made of water, so that means the water has the consciousness.
Yeah. And they actually, the clouds sound like little kids, where what the natives call the thunder beings, they're a lot more yang. Okay. But I have another friend who talks to thunder beings a lot. So, and I can mitigate weather to some extent because of that. But I was out and I was enjoying talking to the cloud, having fun with clouds and the plants and everything. And I had this funny thoughts going through my head about, and I can show you the picture, about, hey, if I'm really talking to somebody, if this is mind speak, can you leave me something? Can you do something to let me know that I'm really speaking with somebody? And I go out and I just get pulled down a path I haven't been down out in the backwoods. I haven't really explored the backwoods out here since I moved here, because I just moved here.
You're under a year,
And
right?
yeah, oh yeah, way under a year.
Yeah.
And then we had COVID and we had all kinds of other stuff. And so I went down the path, and it's really a huge path. It's not, one obscure or anything. And I just got a feeling, look up to the left. And here is this huge branch wedged in a tree and balanced there. And I'm like, I took a picture of it.
You
'cause I
took
had
the
my
picture.
phone.
I think I saw that picture.
And I'm like, that is really weird. And then it reminded me, the Sasquatch do stuff like that to mark paths, I think. What I was getting was, it was like a marker. And when I followed that limb, the way it was pointing down, there was an impression in the soil that I couldn't get a clear picture of, unfortunately. That picture did not come out clear. You couldn't really see it. But it was an impression. It had rained, and there was an impression. And I sat there looking and looking, going, could that be a footprint? Because that would be exactly where that branch would be pointing, right in the middle of the path. And I'm there like, whoa, that might actually be a Sasquatch. And then I had a beautiful, and I have to deal with them. I go, can you show me something really beautiful? And they gave me this beautiful sunset. The clouds just arranged so pretty. I'll show you a picture of that too. But I was taking pictures as I went. I came back and I was telling people about it, and the chat group, and they're saying, well, if you can, ask them to do something else, you might actually have some Sasquatch. And I'm like, okay, like, you mean like, I remembered, and then I remembered in my head, throw pebbles, like they throw pebbles or something in your path. And all of a sudden I heard pebbles clicking against my bedroom window where I was sitting, and going, whoa, I think I got Sasquatch.
And that was immediately after that, where the pebbles started hitting?
Exactly. When I said it, I said, yeah. And when it came into my mind, and I'm like, could that be? So I was ready to go out and check it out, because we were in a kind of an auspicious time, the Lion's Gate, when Sirius is rising. I'm not going to go into that. It's an astrological thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to go into that at this time. But I'm sitting there. I'm sitting in here, and I'm going, well, that's cool. And I'm ready to go out, and I'm getting the impression that okay, I'll go out and say hi. I'm not really sure if I'm ready for this, but hey, I'll try it anyway. But then all of a sudden as I'm getting ready to go, I'm getting, no, you don't. No, you don't want to go out there right now. And it's like, what's going on? And I wouldn't get it. I'm like, okay, fine. will somebody please tell me why? And then Duke comes in, as it were, and I'm telling him about it, and he says, well, before you go any farther, you might want to see this. And it was the Mark Barton thing. And then something went ping, ping, ping. And I'm like, oh. And I looked at the pictures, and I said, this is really weird. Some of these pictures that I took seem to have strange shadows in them, in the trees. And I've got all these pictures, and I can send them to you if you want me to. But whenever, you know, we get off of here, I can send them or put them or
that'd be awesome.
or whatever. But one of my friends, another friend who is psychic, said she looked at it, and I was explaining it to her, and she said, there's shapes in the trees, and I didn't see them when I was out there, but when I looked again at the picture, sure enough, there was these weird shadows in the trees.
That happens all the time.
Weird. Okay, and then I'm asking Duke, you know, because Duke's the one that's around, and I'm saying, what about this? What about that? And he goes, well, yeah, they can camouflage themselves and everything. And I said, but I'm getting the idea that I shouldn't go. I think might be dealing with the same little suckers that Mark was dealing with too out there. And so I went to Deb. So I went another psychic, and Duke went to one of his and asked one of his. And so we had 3 independent people saying, probably not a good idea to go out there right now. And
wow.
So my spidey sense was right. And Deb got something out in the woods, and this is exactly how she described it. Because when I was trying to look at it, I was seeing shadows, I was seeing shapes, I was seeing kind of pixelated forms, and I was trying to get a bead on it, and it was like it kept moving around. And she said, yeah, I can't, it's hard to see them, they keep moving, I keep having to move to look at them, but I'm seeing like a long, sharp nose, and their eyes like us, but like a lizard. They're shaped like ours, but they're like a lizard, and these long, real thin fingers. And I get the word deformed, and a few other things she went into, and I said, I don't think I like the sound of that. And she says, I don't think I like the sound of that either. I don't think you should be going out there. I said, okay, so the spidey sense is right. I shouldn't be going out there. So I didn't. And later on, when I checked with one of my friends, I immediately got very upset. I got really mad. And when I did, I just clanged everything down. I just threw everything down. I threw all the contacts down. I locked everything up, pulled up the drawbridge, and said, heck no, nobody's going to be in my head. You know, it's like, then everybody out of my head. This is not cool. This is not cool. Okay. Because I was very incensed over what happened to Mark. Okay. Very incensed. And I said, I'm sorry, not talking to anybody for a while. I got to figure out what's going on. And closed everything up. And later, when my friend looked into it, yeah, there had been some stuff, and possibly at an earlier time, there was some stuff in me that shouldn't be there etherically, that I had wondered about, like, why am I feeling kind of weird? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? I'm not going to go into the details right here, because it'd be too much for the course of this, for the scope of this story. Sure. Right here. But so we got him out etherically, and I'm feeling way better. It got rid of a couple of my problems that I didn't even know I had. But I'm thinking these little expletive deletives, deleted whatever, might have done something to me at some other time when I was out in the woods. And it had been running in there for a while. And you know, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean that somebody isn't out to do something to you. But you know, when I get these pings, it's like I gotta listen, or I'm not being a big old chicken.
No, but that's your your thing. I mean, you have that gift. So of course you're going to pay attention to it. And if it's going to keep you out of harm's way, damn Skippy, I'd pay attention to it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I could,
Honestly, and I had to have that. I mean, if you think about it, not having that could have got me killed. There's so many times I could have been killed. I mean, I have stories like Duke where, man, I should have been dead 1,000 times, right? And I'm not.
we might do it. We might do a show just on that. We'll get Duke back on. You come on, and I know somebody else was talking about that too recently. And yeah, I'd love to do a show on near misses. It sounds terrible, but I think there'd be some interesting stories there.
Yeah, a lot of us have that. I mean, I got a friend right now that we found out that there were the radionics guy. She got a hold of a radionics guy because she just got, once again, during the same time period, she got a ping that she needs to get the heck out of her house for a while. And she just kind of fled the place. And so she talked to this radionics guy she knows. And when he went and looked and checked at it, he said, 40 open portals. How does this happen? You know, he found several other weird things because I kept trying to look at it and getting a headache. I said, I can't even look at it. This is giving me a headache, a terrible headache. I can't even, begin to start. He said, well, he had to run his machine a long time, his radionics machine a long, long time to get rid of them. They were really bad. We don't know how it happened. We don't know how that happened. There's so much of this that we're still trying to learn, so we need to share. We need to share all the information we can, because obviously we're not being told half of anything.
We're not being told shit.
Yeah, we're mushroom treatment, all of us.
Yeah, feed us shit and keep us in the dark.
Exactly. We have got to look out for each other because it's all we can do. It's all we got. We are all we got.
That's right.
We cannot guarantee that anybody from any official place is going to tell us anything true at all. At all. Nothing.
Here's a prime example. The other day I was at work and I see my manager talking to some guy. Guy's got an earpiece in. My manager comes up. He's like, dude, we got to get this vehicle ready. We got a special person going out. I'm like, all right, get it ready. And then I see a Forest Service law enforcement truck pull up with an agent. He gets out, starts talking to the guy with the earpiece. Other guy with an earpiece shows up. I start talking to the guy. Turns out he's Secret Service. Tiffany Trump, Donald's daughter with Marla Maples, she rented from us that day. And they had 5 Secret Service agents there. It was funny. I have a video of it when she pulls out with our vehicle. All of a sudden, thump, 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 4 other vehicles pop out, all Secret Service. But the Secret Service guy, he's a Fed. I said, before we knew who it was or anything, I said, so what agency are you with? He looked at me funny. I said, the earpiece, dude. He's like, the Feds. And I giggled. I said, the Feds. And I said it to him. And he looks at me, he goes, are you former law enforcement? I'm like, no, but I was raised by cops. My dad was a cop. My grandfather was a cop. My great-grandfather was a cop. I saw what my dad went through. I wasn't going to go down that route. But he was like, the CIA, the Secret Service guy was like, I said, so what are you guys doing here? Oh, this guy's showing us the ropes. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Mm-hmm. We couldn't find out who went out until after the vehicle left. Then I asked my manager, I was like, dude, who was that? And he said it was Tiffany Trump. So they will, right till the very end, they'll lie to you. Of course, it's for the protection of their, the person they're in charge of. But yeah, it was just a little example of the Feds lying right to your face.
Yeah, we don't need to know anything. We're just people.
Yeah, no, we're just
citizens. We don't need to know anything. I understand it to an extent, but a little bit more forthcoming might help keep some people from getting hurt or killed. I know some people who are very paranoid, and I'm sure that, as a matter of fact, one I'm sure she's been diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic. I don't think that's exactly what's going on with her. I think she was in the military and something happened to her in the military is what I'm getting. She hears voices and hears gunshots and hears people being thrown in a wood chipper, and it's like torture. And then she's got a few other things that happen. And I'm trying to help her because I really think that something is going on with her that, I mean, some of the other things she's described, she may have been abducted. And you know, I hear that if you're abducted by anybody, if you're having any abducted, you're abducted again too, sometimes by our own military, to try and find out intel. So we don't know what could happen to this
It's
person.
more of a
but
debriefing abduction by our own people or whatever. I mean, that's crazy.
yeah, so and then they're the ones that make you forget, usually. A lot of times the when people do remember the whole thing, the whoever it was that contacted them or abducted them or whatever, a lot of times they don't mind if you remember, but whoever abducts you the second time does. That's usually the government. That's the way that some people say. So I don't know. I can't prove it. I can say that where I live here is a hot spot for a lot of activity. Ohio is really, really active. And also here where I live, we have more people labeled schizophrenic than any place I ever saw in my life.
Wow.
So, it's true. I can't go in a store. I went in a store and I said that one time. I said, and I forget what the subject was, but I said, well, the funny thing about living in Ken is, you know, a heroin addict can't throw a beer can out of a speeding alcoholic's truck without hitting a schizophrenic in the head. And the person looked at me and said, I'm a schizophrenic. And I'm like, oh.
And then she said, so am I.
Yeah. Hope y'all are having fun in there.
I do. It's getting crowded. I have to throw some questions out there. Kathy wants to know, Dee, do you have a channel or somewhere where she can contact you?
D Swiger. And I do have a WordPress site. And I'm going to try and get a little bit more social stuff up, but I think I'm going to do it on MeWe. And I am on MeWe. If you want to get in touch with me, please join MeWe. And I think I'm going to put my stuff on BitChute so I don't get my butt kicked on YouTube. Because what I'm going to talk about is probably going to get my butt kicked on YouTube. Just letting you know in advance. I'm probably going to have to just put, hey, this is what I'm going to talk about over on BitChute or somewhere.
Hi, Jem. Welcome.
Because I'm going to get my butt kicked on YouTube if I say it on YouTube a lot of stuff. I'm just going to hand at it because otherwise they're just going to shut me down like they shut so many people down. I am beginning to really miss people. A lot of people. Do you realize the attrition rate we've had among people who are researching, and they come up with the wrong facts and they just accidents happen and all kinds of things. They end up with legal trouble and their channels get demonetized and
I've heard some stories about that.
Things happen.
Real quick, Mark, Kerry had put in chat earlier. He wanted to know if you were going to go to Florida. If you're still willing to go to Florida on that next outing expedition with him.
Yeah, absolutely. I really enjoyed.
Kerry's not here right now, but
yeah. I saw
now he'll get the answer.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my time with Kerry. Kerry is a even keel kind of person, and he's positive, and he works well with the others. And so I really enjoy. And hey, I got to meet Jeff Townsend on that trip, and you will hear me say on my channel that if I see Jeff on there, I love me some Jeff Townsend. He tickles me, and I know Larry and I went down with and met the Sisters of the Moon in Georgia.
Oh, nice.
A couple of months ago, and so Jeff come down to see us because Jeff lives in Georgia, and he's just one of those people that you just enjoy spending time with, and he's got a good heart, and that's kind of the people that I want to surround myself with.
Absolutely. I'm the same exact way. You know, I don't have room for negativity, negative people. The people that I do surround myself with are good people. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a good person. I'll tell you right now, you know,
Yeah.
I'm honest and, you know, if
I'll drop people at the drop of a hat if they start. Yeah, I am not afraid to drop you. If
yeah,
you
but
are a
it's
jerk.
some people don't, you know, they just either
They're
they like
glutton for
the
punishment.
abuse. Yeah. And if it's negative in your life, friggin' get rid of it. You know,
Yeah.
life's too short.
Well, I've had enough of that. You know, you got a couple of times you do so. I might count it as a mistake, but that third time, I'm like, okay, that's it. You're out. Because really, around here, there are a lot of con men too. Boy, I have learned a lot about con men being in here. We got a lot of them, those too. And
Sure.
I lived right near a soup kitchen, so boy, you really meet a lot of them there. And we also have a lot more homeless people than anybody wants to admit here in this small town. There are people who I can go out and say, the homeless people in Kent, and they go, there aren't any homeless people in Kent, are there? Like,
Open your
okay,
eyes.
dream on. Yeah. And they see a lot, and they can't say it. They have a lot of weird things happen. As a matter of fact, another Squatch thing might have been somebody he's a street musician. That's how I know him. And he was homeless for a while. He had a boulder thrown at his tent while he was in it.
Damn.
And it was right up against his nose when he woke up. And he had no idea how it got there. And I'm there, dude, I think you picked a really bad place to camp, is what you did. And somebody wanted you to know that you were not supposed to be there anymore.
Where was it? I want to go.
Heck, I tell you what, I'm thinking I ought to get together a posse up here of people, because honestly, anywhere you go in Ohio, there's something going
I tell you, one of the most
all the time.
fruitful campouts I had was up in Salt Fork, and it took us 2.5 hours to hike in. And I'm telling you, from the first 20 minutes that we entered the woods, trees were snapping, things were being thrown, and we had activity all night long. And we captured audio with the recorders, and it was just it was a dream spot. I'm an adrenaline junkie, and I mean,
you'd love it here.
yeah. I used to skydive.
This is your kind of place.
Yeah, it's just I just love that thrill, you know, when you feel it in the pit of your stomach that something's going on, and to keep your wits about you, and
that's the most important thing is maintaining your cool and keeping a level head in any situation like that, and not just in any situation that's in general, you know,
right,
car accident, whatever, you know, just
yeah.
And that's that's kind of how I am. I don't run away from trouble. I run to it.
Yeah.
I hear a car accident, boom, I'm gone. If it's within a block of me and I can hear it, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm running to it to see if I can help. And it's just the way I am. Weird.
Well, there's a little mechanism in me that most people would probably, there's something will happen, and for just a split second, and I think it's not really so much fear as like, what the heck is that? I feel like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I'm like, the warrior kicks in and I'm like, okay, how do I deal with this? And the claws come out and the wings go out and the bristles. And I'm like, okay, what do I need to do about this? It's kind of funny. And I mean, whether that be something that might be demonic or whether that is some other kind of thing. And it seems like it, even when I'm in my dreams, I've been attacked in my dreams and done the same thing. Like all of a sudden I'm here, I raise my hand, I have a sword in it, and I'm plunging it into whatever is attacking me. So it's like I think I've been trained with being where I am, and God, I don't even know if I want to know what I'm trained for now.
Sure.
Do I really want to know what all this is for? I don't know. Hope I'm ready. Cookie can tell you, though. Cookie's from Ohio, too. And after a while, we hear, somebody will come in and go, I saw a flying saucer, and we'll be there. Yeah. Yeah, that's Tuesday. Yeah. And a Bigfoot, it's like, oh, yeah, I've heard about those. Yeah, we got those. Oh,
yeah, Ohio's got some strange shit.
Yeah.
We do. In a haunted basement? Oh, yeah. Every fourth basement is haunted over here.
Jeez.
It's like, I swear. It's like everywhere. I can't even, I think I'm done, and I'm not done. I'm not done. It's like, no, there's more. It's like you'd stay busy forever here, So it really, if you want me to show you some places, problem is I'm in a walker now. I've had a lot of physical stuff happen to me. And it hasn't killed me. Ain't found a way to kill me yet. But, well, they did once. Actually, they did kill me one time, but I didn't stay dead. And that's probably one of the reasons why I'm resilient in a lot of ways, is because I already know what's
Did you have
there.
an experience during that? Was it a NDE or? Yeah. I'd like to hear about that sometime. Doesn't have to be now. That's another show.
That's another show.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about that.
Okay, that's great. And actually, after you have one, almost everybody who has one of those after that, it's like, well, death is not that bad, really. Most of us are not afraid of the death. The dying, though, can be kind of painful and messy, though. Actually, the whatever kills you. However, a lot of us have noticed that even some of us who have seen our past lives, generally you hop out of your body before your body actually dies. So if that gives anybody hope or comforts anybody, you usually don't stay in your body all the way to the end. And actually, when I saw my cat die, I saw that exactly thing happen. Her body was not quite dead yet, but she came out of her body, and I got to witness her doing that. And I'll talk about that sometime too, if you like.
Sure.
So I got to see that up close and she wanted me to see it. She wanted me to watch her die. It was an honor, really, to watch that and to have her do that. But she was a wise being, whatever was in her. She was a very wise little kitty. So I think sometimes our pets and our animals that are around us too are also there for a reason.
Yeah, my shepherd's an idiot. The little one, though, the little one's got some wisdom.
Happy? Does it keep you laughing?
Yeah, no, they're awesome dogs.
Mom, I got to log off here.
All right, man.
We're going camping in the morning, and I still got some packing to do.
Yeah, I'm probably going next week.
And so we're headed to Land Between the Lakes.
Oh, wow. Good luck.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
You know,
I ran between the lakes.
that's kind of our home area.
Oh wow.
And you
Okay.
know, people talk about you can't step out of your car without a dog man ripping your head off. It's not all that, but it's
I'd
a
go
lot of
there.
Oh, I
well,
see. You're trying to one up Ohio. You're trying to one up me, aren't you? Yeah, I
no,
can see where you're
I'm
going.
not.
We're
but,
better than Ohio.
We're even
but
scarier down here. Yeah.
well, if anybody ever gets our way, we will take anybody out.
And you're where?
We're in Tennessee,
Whereabouts?
and I live about 30 miles north of Memphis.
North. Okay.
And but we spend most of our time kind of in west middle Tennessee, around the Tennessee River, going up and down the Tennessee River.
Yeah, I lived in Tennessee for like 7 months.
Really?
One time. Yeah, I was in Antioch, just south of Nashville.
Yeah, yeah. There's some good places around there. Beautiful area.
Oh yeah, I was surprised how forested that state was. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I was surprised. I mean, I've been all over this country, mostly all up and down the eastern seaboard, and you know, I don't know why I was surprised with Tennessee being forested. I was like, I was also surprised at how damn humid it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll kill you. But I just wanted to come on here.
No, anytime, man. Thank you.
Tell you how much I appreciate your channel and just
you.
wanted to support you. I think it's important that we support each other and we don't look at each other as competition, and that we share and we learn from each other.
Absolutely. And you know,
I second that.
Yeah, I third it. You know, I used that word recently with somebody, competition, and like Tuesday night I was going on, and there were a lot of other shows going on, so I just rather not be competition. Like, I'm not competition for anybody, but Kerry was on, and I waited till his show was over before I went on. You know, I was like, everybody have your fun. I'll be over here when you guys are ready. We'll go live.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I'm flexible like that. So
I'm going to do mine because I don't want to step on anybody either. So I'm planning on live.
It's hard, you know, because I felt that when Paranormal Portal vacated the Monday Tuesday slot, I was like, well, there's already a show on Monday with somebody. I was like, I'll jump in on the Tuesday slot. You know, I'm still new to this. I'm trying, you know, the lives. This is my 11th or 12th live show. So I've been doing it for 6 weeks now, doing lives, you know, and
congratulations.
And I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I love doing it. You know, the lives.
StreamYard, right? See, that's what I'm thinking of using is StreamYard. You know?
Yeah, and you can. I pay for it because I want unlimited, you know, streaming and stuff. But you can use it for free.
20 hours.
Yeah, and you just put their little logo on the screen, you know, the little duck, and then you can use it for free. But it's not enough for me. I wanted to have the extra streaming time, and
I'll probably become an addict too. Yeah. I can see myself becoming an addict because I like to talk and I got a lot of stories and
that's it. You know, I've already told my stories. I don't have a lot, but I love hearing stories. And and I think those stories can really help other people. You know,
I just wish this all could have been this easy back when I was young and beautiful.
You're still
beautiful. Well, thank you. Oh, well, okay then.
Easy girl.
He gets goes to the front of the class, and you're gonna get interviewed now. Anyway.
Right on. Mark, thank you so much for coming on, man. And I enjoyed your show, and I'm new to your show. You know, somebody just turned me on. I guess it was Belle Prepper. She turned me on to your channel. and I really dig it. I don't know why I haven't seen it before, but I subscribe to it, I believe, and I'll be checking you guys out a lot more. And thanks for supporting my channel.
Well,
I'll come look.
I thank you, and I enjoy it. I've been watching, and I'll jump in the chat and talk a little bit. But when I saw that you were looking for a guest, I could think of no other way that just to support each other, because I consider our channel a little rinky-dink channel.
Same here,
man. And but we can all learn from each other.
I have like 100 and some only 100 and some. That's all I got.
Yeah,
you got to start somewhere. I have under 400. But it doesn't. I'm not in it for that.
Right.
I said it
I'm
earlier.
not live streaming yet, though. I have a feeling after I'm live streaming, I might have more.
Sure. Sure.
You better take some
anxiety. We got chatters. We got chatty chatters in here. We got
By getting them to come on and chat is different.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, I'm a ham, so you don't have to worry about me.
Well,
you can.
If you're talking about live streaming, get you some anxiety pills, because if it can go wrong, it can go wrong. I can trust you. I've been in some train wrecks.
I'm stared down demons, but this live streaming thing is scary.
All right.
You know what? It's not that scary.
Nah, I think I'll be okay somehow.
You're amongst friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad to be.
Thanks for having me on, Dee. It was good listening to you.
And it was my pleasure. Thank you. Anytime. And I'm glad you reached out and came on. That's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, we'll see y'all later then.
All right. Take care, Mark. Thanks again.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, he's nice.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, that was unexpected. Yeah, they do a good show. I enjoy their show. I don't watch it as often. I think they're Thursday nights, every Thursday night. But yeah, I don't know why I hadn't seen it until now, recently. But yeah, it's good. And it's true. We have to support each other, and that's the way it's been since I've been on. People like Carrie and Daniela and BLB, just getting each other on your shows, and because there are people that watch him that don't know who the hell I am, or once you mix it up, it spreads out and you network.
Probably we need more round tables. I think round tables are nice and discussions are nice. I think I'm probably going to try and do a few of those. Get certain people on, get a topic together, and start doing that, because it seems like a lot comes out for that.
Sure. I mean, Venomous Fringe just did one recently. That was like a 5-hour roundtable. That's crazy. I mean, I'll do a 3-hour show here, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Beyond the Veil is sometimes they come on, and it's funny because they have a lot of subscribers, and they'll come on at sometimes 12 and midnight and go until 5 in the morning or something crazy. And, or something, I don't know, they'll come on like in the middle of the night and have a whole bunch of people and still be going 5 hours later or something. I don't know how they do it, but
I would need a more comfortable chair because my ass is killing me right now. I'm sitting on a bar stool. I don't have any cushion on it. It keeps falling off. So
don't tell me you haven't had enough practice.
I have a flat ass to begin with, and it's
the Hank Hill problem. You remember that Hank Hill episode? King of the Hill episode covered that once. He had a butt prosthesis. Maybe that's what you need.
little cheek implants.
Yeah,
I have the anti-ass.
They're at Costco for $6.66. Only this week.
I didn't see him. I was at Costco today. I was too.
They must be sold out.
But we are going to we're going to call this a night, Dee. Thank you
Okay.
so much for coming on, and you're welcome on my channel anytime. I want to, in the future, even in me, we will talk in your private chat.
Okay.
I want to explore some different things, get some, I'm sure I have some questions about what you do and
I have some questions about what I do.
and
But
what I could possibly do. It's just I'm looking for
what can
exercises
you
and
do?
stuff too. I know people
I'd like
that
to hear
want
about
to that shut it off and don't want to have a gift or anything, and I'm like, bring it. Okay, if this is what God's willing, bring it. So
I've been talking about that too, is maybe have some remote viewing type things go on. Some people have been talking about that and some other things. Sure, we can do stuff like that. And I can probably help with that kind of thing too. So we'll see. Okay, you want to get off, and I understand. You need to go out to Costco and look again and see if they restock those prostheses.
Oh shit! I gotta get some
Get on out.
good cushions.
Get on out. I'll see you. Let me see if I can figure out how to get the heck out of here. Oh, leave. Hey, that might be it. See ya. Love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. You too. Wow. Another long show. And, you guys are awesome, because every time that I get, I put the call out there for someone to come on, and you guys always come through. Pappy, you're a sensitive as well. Cusp of a big personal growth. The past 3 years have been a big personal growth for me, and yeah, I will definitely. We'll get in touch. And I sent you that link earlier. Sorry, I missed you, Pappy. I guess I sent it a little too late, but next time, please. I'd love for you to come on. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope I didn't keep you up too late over on the East Coast. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning there. Next Tuesday I'll be on. I'll figure out a guest. I don't plan shit, but I'll get a guest for Tuesday, and then Thursday we'll probably just do the same thing, but I'm really digging that you guys are interested and you're showing up and having a good time and enjoying it, and we'll keep doing it. All right. So again, thank you everybody that was here tonight. Dee, Mark, awesome of you guys to come on, and everybody in chat. Thank you. Cookie, Duke, Bomber, my mods. Thank you. Big Rob and Shell. Yeah. Brain fart. Bell, thank you. Gemini, good to see you. Okay, guys, I'm babbling. So on that note, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, and I will see you guys soon. All right. Thanks again. Peace and God bless.